A billionaire CEO married a diner waitress, but their wedding night revealed a double life that would shatter everything they knew. She looked at him, her voice trembling. "There's something I haven't told you." He met her gaze, his own expression shadowed. "Then we're both keeping secrets." The penthouse fell silent. 2 hours after exchanging vows, their lives were about to unravel. But the real story didn't begin with that quiet confession. It started 3 months earlier, in a rundown diner on the edge of town. Emma juggled 4 plates, her shift stretching past midnight. A coworker called from the kitchen window. "Order up, table 12. "I'm on it," she replied, wiping her brow. "You've been covering double shifts all week," he observed. She shrugged. "The bills don't care if I'm tired." At that moment, the door chimed. A man stepped in, a face recognizable across every financial news network. But tonight, his suit was wrinkled, his tie loose, his shoulders heavy. Nobody noticed him. He slid onto a stool. "Just black coffee. And, if you can manage it, some quiet." She set a mug before him. "The coffee I can do. The quiet? This place doesn't do quiet." He almost smiled. "It shows that much?" She studied him. "A little. And you look like you could use someone to talk to." "Is that your usual pickup line?" he asked. "Only for the ones who look like they're carrying the whole world alone." Something shifted in his expression. For the first time in years, someone wasn't glancing at his net worth. They were actually seeing him. "I'm Ethan," he said.
Emma.
"Nice to meet you, Emma." She gave a tired smile. "Likewise. So what brings you here? You don't look like a regular." "Let's just say I needed a change of scenery." Her eyes narrowed playfully. "You know, I've been here 4 years, and I still haven't made my fortune." He chuckled. "What would you do with a fortune?" "Small house. Maybe by a lake. Somewhere with birds instead of traffic. That's all." People forget how expensive peace really is. He stared at her. "You're right. It's the rarest thing in the world." A phone buzzed on the table. An assistant leaned in. "Sir, the board meeting starts in 15 minutes. Ethan barely looked up from his coffee. "Cancel it."
I'm sorry.
"I said cancel it. I have something more important to do." The assistant's eyes followed Ethan's gaze toward the diner. "Sir, this is the 3rd time this week. And I'll do it again tomorrow." He walked in, and Emma looked up with a smile. "You're back. The coffee was good." She tilted her head. "Or the waitress?" "Maybe both." Over the weeks, the morning coffee became a ritual. Their conversations deepened. She asked him what he did. "I work for a small firm," he said. "How small?" "Very small." She laughed, and he felt something loosen in his chest. But outside the diner, reality was closing in. A figure in a trench coat watched from across the street, clicking photos. A reporter's voice echoed from his car radio. "Carter Global stock hit an all-time high today. CEO Ethan Carter remains unavailable for comment." In the office, an executive confronted him. "The media is asking questions. They've seen you with a waitress." "She's not a waitress. Her name is Emma." "Does she know who you are?" Ethan turned sharply. "I want her to know me. Not the money. Not the company.
Me.
What if she finds out the truth eventually? Then I'll handle it." Emma was changing too. Her roommate noticed. "You've been glowing lately. Is it a guy?" "Maybe. And he's different." "What does different mean?" "He doesn't try to impress me. He just listens." But as they fell deeper into something real, both were carrying a weight they hadn't confessed. A woman in an expensive coat approached Emma after her shift. "Emma Brooks." Emma paused. "Do I know you?" "Not yet."
I'm Victoria Grant.
"And I need to talk to you about Ethan Carter."
Ethan?
"What about him?" Victoria's smile was sharp. "You know him as a regular guy. Maybe a little quiet, maybe a little lonely. But do you really know him?" Emma bristled. "What's your point?" Victoria slid a phone across the table. On the screen, Ethan's face on a business magazine cover, with a headline, "CEO of the Year." Emma stared. That's not possible." "Do your own research if you don't believe me. But don't say I didn't warn you." Later that night, alone in her apartment, Emma scrolled through articles. Photos of Ethan at galas, speeches, billions in assets. Her hands trembled. She confronted him the next morning. "You're a billionaire CEO?" He nodded slowly. "I wanted you to see me, not the title." "You lied to me." "I was afraid of losing you." "Afraid? You made me feel like a fool." He stepped closer. "I still love you. I never stopped." She turned away. "I need space." But what Emma didn't know was that her own secret was even larger. 2 attorneys in dark suits met with her. "Miss Brooks, we've located you through public records. This is regarding your inheritance." I don't have any inheritance, she said. Your father was Richard Brooks. He established a trust fund for you upon his death. The current valuation is over $1 billion. She nearly fell out of her chair. My mother told me he was a factory worker. Your mother deliberately kept you away from this world. But the truth is, you are legally entitled to everything. Some families build walls to protect you from the truth. She left the office dizzy. This money, it would change everything. Then maybe it shouldn't change who you are, she whispered to herself. But the news was already leaking. Someone had seen her entering the law firm. A headline appeared, Mystery Heiress Found Working in Diner. Ethan saw it too. He called her. Emma, what's going on? Can we meet? I need to tell you something. I'll be there in 10. At the diner, she confessed. My father was a billionaire investor. I inherited a fortune. I never told you because I was scared. He stared at her, and then he laughed. Why are you laughing? Because we're both idiots. I hid my wealth from you because I wanted you to love the real me. And you hid yours for the exact same reason. She smiled through tears. So you're not angry? I understand you better than anyone. The richest lies are the ones we tell to protect our hearts. But while they reconciled, a storm was brewing. Breaking, Carter Global's largest acquisition deal has collapsed. Stocks plummeting. Legal action pending. Ethan arrived at his company headquarters to chaos. What happened?
Victoria Grant orchestrati das shareholder revolt.
She wants to take over the board. How much did we lose? Nearly half the company's value. Thousands of jobs at risk. He locked himself in his office. I can't let this happen. 5,000 people depend on me. The door opened. Emma stepped in. What are you doing here? He asked. Because you're not alone. You don't understand. I could lose everything. She placed a check on the table. My father's trust. It's enough to cover the shortfall and stabilize the company.
Emma, no.
I can't take your money. It's not money. It's us. And I'm not going to watch you drown. The board members exchanged looks. One whispered, she's not just a waitress. She's the heir to Brooks Capital. The lead board member stood. Emma Brooks, is it true? Are you Richard Brooks' daughter? Yes, she said quietly. And I'm investing enough to buy out Victoria Grant's shares and restore the company's health. Victoria's face turned pale. This isn't over. Actually, it is. The board voted to accept Emma's investment. Within a week, the company began to recover. A few weeks later, Ethan took Emma to the rooftop where they first shared coffee. The stars were bright. He got down on one knee. Emma Brooks, you saw me when I was invisible. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Will you marry me? Her voice broke.
Yes.
1,000 times yes. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Later, at the quiet reception, she asked, Are you happy? He looked at her, surrounded by 100 guests but seeing only her. Completely. You know why? Tell me. Because no matter how much money we have, we found something that can't be bought. The truth, she said. And each other. The cameras outside the venue captured one last shot. The billionaire and the waitress walking hand in hand into the sunset. No secrets between them. But if you think their story ends here, you're wrong. Because sometimes the biggest fortunes aren't made in boardrooms. They're made by hearts brave enough to show their scars. If this story touched you, hit that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment below. What would you have done if you were in Emma's place?